way, just do. He just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like Tubbs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. What's good with y'all? What's good with the fam? How y'all feeling, man? Ghost, what's good with the Ghost? How you feeling, Brody? MP, my bro, what's good with you, man? Alex Alberto, what's good with you, bro? How you feeling? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. This is a dope card, man. It's a dope card, Ghost. Sean, my bro, what's good with you, Brody? How you feeling? Salute to my queen. How you feeling, baby girl? Don't work too hard. Silverado Low, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Smoke, what's good with it, Smoke? Faye, how you feeling, bro? Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Y'all smashed the like button. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday, man? Hope everybody feeling all right. You know what I'm saying? As usual, hope everybody feeling all right. My bro, Southern T, a.k.a. The Motivation, was good with it, bro. Yo, the Wise Crush, Mr. PSA, what's good with my bro? How you feeling? Bruce Gas, salute OG. Appreciate you for stopping through. How y'all bros feeling, man? Stack Car caught me off guard when they all walked up there, man. Yeah, man. So again, you these conversations is good to have because I feel good about this because I was one that kept saying, remember I kept asking for them to give us not just a top-heavy card. Remember I said they need to go back to the days where they was giving us good cards, not just good fights. You get what I'm saying? The whole card be good. And, man, I think they delivered. I think Showtime delivered, man. I think they delivered real big on this one. He aired out. Now tell y'all boys to face their fear. The smoke at PBC now. And like Big Bro said, it's the takeover. Hey, man, we're going to talk about it for sure, Brody. And again, y'all know I was saying be patient. Be patient, man. I think boxing going to give us what we want. And they need to get back to giving us good cards, man. And again, this card right here is stacked. Is it could possibly be, in my opinion, to be real with you. I mean, who is it on this card that you wouldn't want to see, to be honest with you? And who at the top of this card? Man, who at the top of this card? Remember when I tell y'all this man, the bar, man, he the standard. People think that's a slight to another fighter. It's not. It's no coincidence that the top billing for this card is Tank Davis, man. And look who he got, all of these kings, these lions, these dogs fighting on this card, man. You get what I'm saying? And people trying to find a way to complain about the Hector Garcia and the Ryan Garcia. Look, everybody's free to feel how you want. I ain't here to tell nobody how to feel about nothing. Look, you can feel how you want. I'm happy about this. I feel good about it. I feel like Ryan is gonna get what he got coming to him in a weird way. He gonna get his just due. You know what I'm saying? When he finally get in there with Tank. And man, look at the card. Just look at the card. How could you be mad at this card right here? You got Demetrius Andrade. They asked him to make a return. People complaining about the opponent, talking about they don't know Demond Nicholson. I'm going to say this straight up, and I mean this. If you don't know who Demond Nicholson is, you just probably not watching enough boxing. That's all I'm going to say. Because I know who he is, and I've been knew who he is. Now, he ain't one of the biggest names in boxing, but what did you expect? I mean, you got to be realistic. The dude coming off injuries, inactivity, all types of shit. There was no way in hell he was. Who was they going to put him in there with? You get what I'm saying? So I'm cool. Complain. Hey, look, you can call it what you want. Call it what you want. I mean, this is a stacked card. And again, man, I'm all about perspective. Who could these dudes have fought? What would have made it better for people? What would have been realistic? Not just what you want. Sometimes as fans, we selfish. You get what I'm saying? I think this card is a step in the right direction to give us more of what we want. You get what I'm saying? You got a number of these fighters fighting that we needed to see fight. And I think from there, we could start demanding more from them. But at the end of the day, man, you got to be patient. And you got to, I mean, you ain't got to be. I suggest people be patient and just enjoy the boxing while it's happening. You know what I mean? And put things in perspective. These dudes fighting who they supposed to fight. You get what I'm saying? So I like the card. I mean, you could call it mismatches at the end of the day. Unless the top tier is fighting the top tier, it's going to be mismatches because who could fuck with Tank for real? You get what I'm saying? Who was he supposed to fight? I think Hector Garcia is a good fight. Boo Andre, Demond Nicholson's a good fight. His first fight at 68. Get his feet wet. Rashidi Ellis, we could look up his opponent. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but again, who was they supposed to fight? Each other? You get what I'm saying? But and again, I'm glad we here because we're gonna make this make sense. I know people want to complain. I don't know who the hell Boots fighting. I'm pretty sure nobody else in here know either, right? But I ain't complaining. You know why? Because I'm realistic. And being realistic, I understand who is he gonna fight. They're not putting Virgil Ortiz in there with him. Him and Stanyon is supposed to be fighting, right? That takes him out of the equation. Rashidi Ellis is just getting his feet wet. There was no way they was going to throw him in there with Boots. You get what I'm saying? The only one, who else for Boots? You got Crawford and you got Spence. Realistically, he's not getting those dudes either. And it's a realistic chance. Even in his next fight, he don't get them. You get what I'm saying? It's just being real. It might not be what you want, but it's just being real. Like, don't set yourself up to expect something that's not going to happen. Boots is not going to fight the people you want him to fight. He ain't going to fight Ellis right now because, like I said, this dude just getting his feet back wet. Now, after this fight, who knows? You get what I'm saying? Maybe we get a Rashidi Ellis and Boots. Who knows? I mean, maybe you get that next. So, people talking about it, you might get it. Ashley's Corner, salute to the queen. What's good with you, Ash? Facts, Fate. This is a smart card. And he stacked it the right way, man. I think you got to tip your hat to get this many quality fighters on one card. It's always more than one way to look at things. And again, you ain't got to look at the glass half full. I'm going to look at the glass half full because that's the type of person I am. Other than that, I'll be complaining all day about boxing matches. You get what I'm saying? And again, nobody's really putting pressure on Ryan Garcia. Who he fighting? You get what I'm saying? Salute to the queen. How you feeling, Ash? Who he fighting? Not famous for going the distance with Berlanga. Hey, man, that's good enough. Maybe he take Andre the distance. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he take Andre the distance. But again, just putting things in perspective. Who is Andre going to fight right out the gate? We just got to be realistic. You get what I'm saying? People got to start doing their homework. And we got to do a better job at assessing fights, man. I get it. It's not the biggest name. But put it in perspective. The guy is coming off inactivity and the injury. They're not putting him in there with a killer right away. It wouldn't even be smart career-wise. So although we might want We might want Boo Boo to fight somebody else, but you don't know this fight right here could be setting up something bigger, because I truly think that's what's going on. I think that could be a potential possibility for Boots and Andre and Rashidi Ellis. They all putting these dudes on the same card. You finally getting a chance to see Boo Boo. People asked him to do business with the PBC. Here he is. Wait a minute. He wasn't going to come right there and fight somebody that y'all wanted him to fight. It was no way he was going to do that. Got to be realistic, man. That's the part we got to put things in perspective. You got to be real. He wasn't going to come fight Charlo or whoever people think he was supposed to fight. That wasn't going to be a realistic possibility right out the gate, man. Just be glad that he over there. Now you know that the fights are at least now a possibility, and we can really see who ducking. You get what I'm saying? He over there where fights could be made, where people asked him to go for years. He is finally there. Later than people wanted, but he there at the end of the day. You just got to give it a chance to see where they're going to go. Yeah, talk about it, Ghost, man. I don't know. Demond Nicholson, man, a tough kid, man. You know what I mean? He ain't no world beater, but they wasn't going to be putting each other in there with world beaters. Rashidi Ellis to fight Ennis. Why aren't they fighting each other in January? You were campaigning recently. No, I wasn't campaigning shit. No, it ain't other people campaigning. My stance. I keep saying this to y'all. I'm going to keep on saying it. Rashidi Ellis is not getting in there with no Boots Ennis having a round. What he had a round and how long? The dude ain't got no rounds under his belt. That fight is not going to happen right now. Now, maybe, like I said, this would be his second fight. So maybe they could revisit that after this fight, because realistically, he ain't getting Crawford or Spence after this either. So you got to be real about it. Why they ain't fighting each other in January? Because, again, that dude ain't got no fights under his belt. What they going to say if he get in there realistically, man? All right, scrap it. Say Boots and Ellis is fighting on this card. They fighting each other. What they going to say when Boots stop them? Because that's what's going to happen. I'm not beating around the bush. I don't know what y'all see, but I know what I see. Boots Ennis is not a fighter you want to get in there with when you've been dealing with inactivity, when you just coming off the shelf. That's not the guy you want to fight. That's not the guy you want to fight. That's the guy you want to fight if you want to go to the hospital, man. I'm telling you. He ain't that's not giving him the Ellis. It wouldn't even be smart. It ain't about being a duck. It's not about being scared. It's about being smart. That's where you got to use your head, man. Ain't no way in hell he fighting Boots right now. Ain't no January. He just coming off what? What he knocked the dude out? And what, a minute? Nah, ain't no way in hell. I don't even want to see that. Rashawn, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, cuz? It's bigger than just great fights. You got to make shit make sense. We just can't have it all right now. And I understand that. And the more I pay attention to this shit, the more I understand we just can't have it all right now. That's what I'm saying. This card is good. And again, stop being short-sighted. Think about what this could lead to. Demetrius Andrade is now doing business with the PBC. People been whining for years about it. Here he is. The possibilities are there now. You get what I'm saying? The fights can be made now. It just wasn't going to be made all in one night. That shit is not going to happen. You got to be realistic, man. You got to be realistic. This is a stacked card, and it's going to be good because it can lead to even better fights is my thing. I'm not short-sighted. I ain't got to have it all right now. Let these dudes get through these fights. We know what's supposed to be next for Tank Davis. Get him out of there. Now we got to speculate what's next for Ellis, Rashidi, Boots, and Andre. Man, the possibilities are there now. You get what I'm saying? They're not gonna throw that dude in there with no Boots and it's coming off no first round knockout. He's gonna get his ass sparked, and I know that. I don't care what nobody say. He fight Rashidi Ellis, fight Boots Ennis right now in January or whenever y'all think if he fight him in his very next fight, he is getting knocked out. And I could guarantee that. And I'll bet anybody. And I don't even bet. I will bet anybody. That shit wouldn't be smart. Let that man get some fights under his belt, man. Let him get some fights first. He don't get no fight. He gonna get himself knocked out. And still TV. Salute, bro. Let me speed up, man. That shit just don't make sense, man. Inactive ass Rashidi Ellis in there with Boots Ennis, a guy that been active. He gonna beat him up. Let's not play. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah, could the fight still be competitive? Yeah, but what's the end result, y'all? Nah, you got inactivity is a real thing, man. Especially when you talking about a Boots Ennis. You better have your A game with you, man. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna double down and I'm gonna say this. And I like Rashidi Ellis. There's nothing about him I don't like. I like him as a fighter. I respect his talent. I like what he brings to the sport and all that. Even when he get these fights under his belt, I hope him and Boots fight. I'm still picking Boots by knockout, and I'm telling y'all that. I'm sticking to it, and I like Rashidi Ellis, and this again, that's just my opinion on it. Yeah, man, you gotta, yeah. Ghost won Benavidez and he won Benavidez Andre right now. Ghost, you funny as hell. Ricky Williams, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, Rick? Wait, even Boo Boo was even do business with the PBC, so was it hard, man? So who is hard to work with? That's all I'm saying, man. He here now, y'all. Mystery Machines, what's good with it, bro? Troy, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, bro? He back. That's all I'm saying. Just let him get his legs back, yeah. Let him get his legs back. Give it a minute. Let him get this fight under his belt, and you're gonna see where these dudes go from there. It gotta be up from here. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking at it. That's why I say the glass is half full. The fact that they're able to get this many people on one card is great for boxing, and what it could lead to is even better for boxing, unless people start moving funny. Then we gonna call that out accordingly. But we gotta allow these dudes to get fights, man. It's only realistic, man. Zach, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling, man? I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying I'm just asking people, just open your mind a little bit. Just be a little bit more patient. Just don't be short-sighted. Don't feel like you gotta have it all right now. I swear, I know we all want bigger fights, especially for Andre. He getting older. I get it, but it still gotta make sense. He did not build his career up this far to be stupid now. You get what I'm saying? Now he been stupid enough. Outside of the ring and with business decisions, all that. You could criticize him all you want. He is here now. Allow this man to get this fight under his belt. And he already calling for smoke, man. I'm about to play this clip, man. I'm about to play this clip, y'all. This man calling for smoke already, man. This boy calling for smoke already. Man, yeah, I know you love Ellis, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's different, man. It's different. Yeah, it's different. It's different with Boots, man. You better have some fights under your belt right away. Who was it left for them to fight? That's what I'm saying. That's another thing too, Zach. Just be patient, bro. It's shaking out. It's gonna shake out, and I'm gonna love to fight when they fight. It's gonna be. Rashidi Ellis is one of the guys that athletically can compete with Boots, in my opinion. That's why that fight gonna be fun. We gonna win when they fight, but we won't win the same way if they fought right now. Just open your mind to that. That would not make no sense. I'm telling you right now, that's not smart. That is not smart. And there's no guarantee that he's gonna win once he gets some fights under his belt if they fight. You get what I'm saying? But I just urge people to be a bit more patient, because I'm willing to bet anything. If they was fighting on this card, they was fighting each other instead of other guys, and Boots knocked him out, I guarantee you the first thing they'd be saying, well, he was inactive, yo. He should have waited to fight. I guarantee it'd be more complaining. At least if he get a couple fights under his belt, then jump in there with a Boots. People can't complain. You can't say, well, he ain't fight nobody. He got a couple fights under his belt. Now get in there. It goes funny as hell. Yeah, Antoine should have hopped on his car. That would have been overkill too. And still TV, man, that would have been another one though. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, my bad, Alex. What you say? I'm not going. It's say stacked undercard. My definition of stacked is different. Yeah, I get what you're saying. See, you talking about? See, again. All right, man. Let's say, let me say this. If I say stack, that's not even a word that I really want to use so much. But being that I put that in the title, it's stacked because of the names that are on the card. The many names. Like, you got to understand something. Let's be realistic. And again, this is where fans are not realistic. This is where people are not realistic. So you're telling me that, let's just say hypothetically, all right, who would y'all rather? All right, who would y'all rather people fight instead? You get what I'm saying? How many big fights what fights are people looking for? Because there's no way Tank is the main event. So you telling me these other fights were supposed to be main event worthy as well? It wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense to me. You show me a time where it been like that. You get what I'm saying? It's already Tank is the main event. You got to understand that no fight outside of that is going to exceed the main event. That would be stupid business. You get what I'm not saying that if they got in there with maybe Charlo was fighting Andrade or Boots and Ellis was fighting, but it wouldn't make sense to put those cards all on the same fight. I put those fights all on the same card. That just wouldn't make sense to me. Not at all. So I don't know. I don't think people are you being a little bit unrealistic. I think if you're expecting that, I don't know what your expectation level was. I'm just glad that they got the guys on the same card. And there's more boxing to look forward to after this. This is not the end all be all. This is one card, and I think it's going to be a solid card because of the names that are on there. I don't think, you could have got who should Demetrius Andrade be fighting right out the gate? Who should Boots be fighting? We all know what it is with Boots, but you got to be realistic. Until those top two dudes sort it out, and Virgil Ortiz get a fight, and maybe one step in there. We got to be real. Boots is not going to get the opponents we want him to get. And he even know that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The card is good, man. The card is a good card, man. The card is a good card for sure, man. I ain't mad at it. I'm just glad that Andrade is finally getting his way back into the ring. He doing business with PBC. Won't y'all agree that's where the fights could be made, right? It's some pretty interesting fights that should be able to be made now that he's doing some business over that side. So I don't know. I just think the card makes sense. You get what I'm saying? You're not even gonna have another fight on that card that's gonna potentially even rival the main event in no way, shape, or form. It wouldn't make sense if you get where I'm going with that. And I ain't no fucking matchmaker or nothing, but I'm pretty sure I don't see cards like that now. You get what I'm saying? It just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. Not all on the same card. Demetrius say yes. Yeah, man. He there now. Go. So hey, man, I want to see everything. You get what I'm saying? With 3 cards like a headline. That man, I appreciate this comment, and that's all I'm going. And again, when we have these conversations, there's no right or wrong answer. Alex, you ain't wrong for feeling how you feel. You ain't crazy. I don't think what you're saying is crazy, but I just think you just got to put it in perspective a bit. You get what I'm saying? And look what And Still TV just said. It's a stacked card with 3 guys that could headline a card. You get what I'm trying to say? So although they can headline a card, but they're not going to give you a fight that can headline a card in itself. When they got a fighter that can, you get what I'm saying? They got fighters in itself that can headline cards on the same card. That's what makes it stacked. I'm not so much looking at the opponent because I know the opponent, the level of the opponent, given that Tank is the main event, the level of the opponent for these guys ain't going to be crazy. And given the circumstances Demetrius Andrade was in, he's not going to get thrown in there with no top dog right now. It just wouldn't be smart. He in the same boat as Ellis. You get what I'm saying? We don't know who the hell Ellis fighting. I get it. But we got to see more of Ellis. We ain't seen him enough. So you got to just be glad that he back in there and be realistic. They're not throwing him right back in there with no top dog when he ain't even had more than a couple rounds under his belt. That shit it wouldn't make sense. Boo Boo versus Belinga, you know how that's going to turn out. Took Boo Boo on long. Yeah, facts, Rick. It took him long enough. It did. Facts. It did. It took him long enough. But ain't y'all a little bit more? Ain't it a little bit more interesting now that he here? He here now. So it's like, all right, let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on, man. It should be fun, man. It should be fun. Tell your favorite fighter. And look, Ghost on it. Ghost ain't letting up. Look, he here, Ghost. We with you, bro. He here. I like Boo Boo. I just want to see him beat somebody ass for real. Or I want to see him fight one of the top dogs, but I know he got to get back into the swing of things first. So Benavidez versus Lemieux, a good fight. Nicholson is better than Lemieux. That's a fact, though. He in better shape than Lemieux right now. For sure, for a fact. And right now, for sure. Like, again, you just have to be realistic about the opponent selection. You get what I'm saying? Inactivity is real, yo. They're not throwing that dude in there. They're not throwing Demetrius Andrade in there with no top-level dog. There is no top-level dog that could fight Boots right now. You get what I'm saying? Who could Boots fight? Boots really was hoping to get Stanionis, but we already know that's Virgil fight now. So that leaves what for Boots when Terrence Crawford is fighting Avanesian and Spence is supposed to be fighting Keith Thurman. Oh, damn, I never thought I'd be saying that. That's crazy. Yeah, this card is fire though. But I think anytime you got 3 guys that can headline cards on the same card, get what I'm saying? Be main events all by themselves is a good thing for boxing. And in doing so, you got to think. I mean, I hate to say get into the business side of it and start talking budget, but just think about it. Realistically, they still got to pay people. They're not going to put the matchups under Tank ain't going to be headliners in themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. Y'all gonna see why I want capping. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy for him, yo. I'm happy for him. Berg, what's good with Canelo fans mad that Andre said that Canelo isn't fighting dogs? Love it when he gets the trigger. Oh, yeah, facts, bro. Facts, man. And he only be speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? I kept saying, give Boo-Boo a dad fight. Facts, fate. You done got Boo-Boo a fight, man. Fate, man. You did it, man. PBC done did it, man. He done came where it made sense, man. Come get that smoke. You get what I'm saying? Saving both sides now, at least Tank versus Hector. You get what I'm saying? Alex? That's all. But even what you're saying, when you talking to me, I hear you. Like, I get you. Like, that's why I say nothing is one way over here. Like, I get where you going. What we want sometimes, we don't get it a lot. So I think I'm just glad that they got this many names on the card. And then I'm even more, like, I'm thinking farther than this card. You get what I'm saying? I'm thinking farther than this card, and I feel like Tank and Ryan should have happened. So I'm cool with Tank fighting Ryan next, and as long as everything go according to, I'm even cool with Ryan getting a light touch just to ensure he makes it in the ring with Tank. I'm absolutely cool with that. I'm just not short-sighted, y'all. I see the bigger picture. I want Ryan to get an easy, soft touch. The guy you fighting is not preparing you for Tank Davis. They sending you to a slaughterhouse. I don't care what nobody say. To hell with that left hand, that speed and that power. I don't care. He fight too straight up. Tank is going to knock him out, and rightfully so, because he's been clout chasing that man name for years, and that ain't cool. So he need his nap. I guarantee you, Tank and Ryan probably be cool after he sleep him. So I'm cool with that being Tank next fight. But now look at the possibilities. Ellis done got a second fight. Hopefully he goes some rounds this fight, right? He looked better. We get to see him. Now he can make a case for stepping it up in competition. We just got to be realistic about it. Even though we be wanting it all right now, it don't make sense for them to, throw Ellis in there with a dog right now when you ain't even seen what he got in so long. You get what I'm saying? You ain't seen enough of him. So let Ryan get that soft touch, and we cool with it. Yeah, that was bogus, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Man, Andre coming, man. I say this, at the very least, he made things more interesting, doing business on that side of things. You get what I'm saying? Main events, though. Thank you, Ash, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And again, y'all, this is a step in the right direction to getting us good cards again. And I'm gonna just tip my hat to Tank Davis, man. I ain't gonna sit here and say that he single-handedly had everything to do with this. But the relationships that he got with people, I think that he had some type of hand in some of these fighters being on his card and stacking it the way it's stacked. That's why I'm calling it stacked, because of the names that are on the card. And like bro said and still said, you know what I mean? You got 3 names on there that can headline by themselves. I think that's a good step for boxing, because remember I was saying they need to get back to giving us full cards that are good. You get what I'm saying? Good cards, not just good fights. So we ain't only getting Tank Davis with a quality fighter and Hector Garcia. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I don't do all that weird. He bringing them up from a weight class. I don't do that. I'm not with that. They box. They men at the end of the day. I kill that. So people that push that narrative, I'm not with it, because Tank came from 126. I'm not trying to hear none of that. He came from 130. I don't care. He in boxing. He undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He coming off 2 of his biggest wins. I want to see it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here to complain. I'm here to, enjoy boxing. You get what I'm saying? So I like the fight for Tank right now. You know what I mean? Sarah Lee, salute. Appreciate you for stopping through. PBC was broke, but this card is stacked. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but let them tell it. They going out of business. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no budget. That's why I don't even get into that stuff. I feel like it's weird, because I've been hearing that stuff since PBC came about. They've been broke the entire time. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And they say it every single year on the year. And I guess they just hoping one of the years they'll be right and everything will just go wrong with PBC. That's why I don't get into the network type of talk. Like, it's corny for me. I just enjoy the boxing. I don't care about the network talk. And you get what I'm saying? People be, I don't know what they personals be with the PBC either. It'd be crazy. The point is to get the eyes on the fighter so they can, yeah, man, talk about it, bro. Talk about it. That's what I'm saying. It's just to bring eyes to these people. And somebody, and let's be honest, Demetrius Andrade, we ain't seen him in a minute. We need to see him. Rashidi Ellis, we ain't seen him in a minute. Boots, we already know what to expect from Boots. Tank continuing to chase greatness, in my opinion. I think, and look, he stepped up. I think Tank is showing maturity. He even got into the little shit when he tweet. Like, come on, man. I'm tipping my hat to Tank. People could see it a different way. I'm tipping my hat to Tank. He moving like a boss. I don't care what nobody say. If they want to see it different and complain about the people he fighting, that's them. I have no complaint. I like it. I like it. I love it. Matter of fact, you get what I'm saying? He don't have nothing against Floyd. He appreciate what they did for him. He trying, this is a test run. He trying to do his own thing. He when the last time, or name a time in Tank's career where you knew he had back-to-back fights lined up. That's all I'm saying. If that ain't something to think about, then I don't know what is. I ain't never heard in his career where he had back-to-back fights lined up. And I'm just saying the man doing stuff on his own, and that looked like a man that's moving right to me. That Hector, I get it. Ryan needs sleep, and then after that, what'd he say? Get the rest of them dudes in there. So that's all we can hold him to. We can hold him to that. We know what the fights are, and we know what he said, and we know what direction he should head after he get these fights out the way. You get what I'm saying? You get what? Facts, Rick. They always saying it, bro. They've been going broke for the entire time they've been out, bro. I'm telling you. Both Petersons are on it as well. Are they really? I seen them there, Ash. Are they really in there? Gerald King, salute, bro. How you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you for stopping through. Jeff, my Brody, how you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you stopping through as always, man. They're going to find it. I'm telling you, get what I'm saying? They getting paid, man. That's a good sign for boxing, man. It's a good sign. Facts. Looking foolish. Looking foolish. Like bro said, who hard to work with? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. You talked about it literally. You and Ghost, yo. You and Ghost, man. Cause not that light. Oh, is he? He not. You was breaking it down a little earlier too. Well, I say light enough, T. Cause I know you're right. I trust what you said. I know you did some homework. So, cause I see you brought up some of the people that dude fought too. So you're right. Yeah. So he might not be as light, but I say he light enough where we shouldn't be feared that I think he gonna really put the fight in jeopardy. I don't think they really. I think they put Ryan in like a Teofimo situation at 140. You get what I'm saying? I think they put him in there with somebody with a nice record that, you know, maybe he got a couple names under his belt, but where he at right now, it's the right time for Ryan. So he might give him a little test, a little push, but I think it's a safe bet that he going to get through that fight. Cause I don't think they would have put especially Ryan in back-to-back tough fights. And the funny thing is this dude ain't going to prepare him for Tank in no way, shape or form. And it's crazy. I think that going to get hurt. I don't see people like, I don't think the fight gonna be easy. The more I think about it, I think Tank is way smarter than Ryan Garcia in the ring from an IQ standpoint. Paul Lee in the corner. I like what Andre doing. Got tickets before the undercard was announced. Now I'm hyped about the purchase. Oh man, salute, bro. Enjoy that. I'm happy for Boo Boo and Norman Jr. Yes, sir. Norman Jr. got that top rank back, and that's what's up, man. Go where the fights are. And that's facts, Rick. And he took a while, but he here now. So I'm glad he here now. Salute to my bro G5. What's good with it, Fizzle? Appreciate you for stopping through. TWT family in the building. I don't got the flame job. I'm gonna get that situated too, because y'all slacking and get your boy no flames. But we gonna talk about that. After moving up just like Tank. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't engage in that talk, because I feel like it allows people to push more narratives when boxing already got enough narratives being pushed. I'm not trying to keep hearing every time somebody come from a lighter weight class and fight. That's what they do. They fight. These are pounds. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not giving that. No, you get your ass in there. And you know what's crazy? This is the thing. Especially when it comes to Tank, you know why it kills me when people bring up what somebody coming up from a weight class. How big is Tank, man? My daughter taller than him, man. My daughter, I'm not trying to be funny. My daughter is taller than him. He's just not a big dude. Every time these dudes so-called come up, they be bigger than him on fight night. Hector Garcia is going to be bigger than Tank on fight night. I guarantee you that. I bet you that. He's gonna be big. He's gonna be bigger than Tank on fight night, man. Too many black people marketing at its finest. You get what I'm saying? I see black people. I see a great card, y'all. I'm happy about this, y'all. Then we didn't get this in a while, man. Hector a better fighter than Ryan will ever be. Yeah. And I said this before. For the people that's mad at the Tank fights, I understand people because I know what y'all want. Y'all people feel like Tank older. He should have fought everybody by now. I get it. Whatever. I ain't mad at y'all. But I'm just here to say he fighting the people. I think he get a win and a win. Hector Garcia has the skill that Ryan don't got, in my opinion. And Ryan has the popularity that Hector don't got. That's why back-to-back fights for him is going to be wins. All he got to do is go in there and handle business, to be real with y'all. Harold Calderon calling out boots. I seen. Is he not like that? Yeah, I talked about that too, Fate. I don't know if you missed it. I had pulled him up. I was excited for a minute until I realized he was 35. I was like, A1 Hoop Zone, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? People look back on this card and years and appreciate the greatness of all fighters on the card. Hall of Famers, man, talk about it. It's real possible, bro. And then you get what I'm saying. And they showing out. Talk about it, man. Appreciate you, A1. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it's the right time. Facts, man. I think you get what I'm saying. Oddly enough, T. Like, I think Boo Boo got a chance to see that so much other shit didn't work. We found a way to make it work on this side and finally get some fights. And right away, he getting a fight. And I think they could be positioning him for something bigger moving forward. I really do. Me too, yo. Me too. I'm telling you, he could really rack up some fights over this side, y'all. I'm happy for him, yo. You gonna kill Ryan, yo. Respect the Ryan Garcia, yo, because he is not without skill. I respect all fighters. I don't bash and tear him down. He just ain't on Tank level, and he need to see that. He need to see that because he been clout chasing. He need to really get in the ring, and so Tank could show him that his levels. Like, he really need to learn this lesson. I think Ryan Garcia, I'm telling y'all, I really think Ryan Garcia could be a better fighter after a Tank knockout, despite what people may think. I think that it might be some good for him, yo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, PBC has been, I think they've done more good for boxing than bad. I'll say that for the people that hate PBC. I don't hate none of the networks because they all have given us great fights at some point. So you get what I'm saying? That's why I've never understood why people even pick sides when it comes to networks. It'd be weird, man. None of them paying me. I ain't picking. I like whoever giving us the best fights. I like you for it. You know what I'm saying? Amps are always talking scared when it comes to book. Yeah, Benavides. They know. Now, Zay, what's good with you, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. Haney versus them all. And I salute to Devin Haney. He undisputed, man. That boy undisputed. What an undisputed title defense under his belt. What is there ever bad to say? Boo Boo versus them all. Yeah, man. I want to see it all now, Zay. I'm with it. TBS, Kyle, what's good with you, my bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. Flames in the email. Bet. Appreciate you, bro. Shakur moving up. He not getting a 35 fight. Yeah, we don't know who's gonna fight him yet, Jeff. I don't know who going to DC. Get out there and support, man. Yeah, man. Me and my cousin was just talking about that. I think he want to go. So I'm gonna see what's up with it, because that ain't that far from Hector, a better opponent than any one of them other dudes fighting. It's like because I'll be hearing the comparisons, Ghost, and I hate to try to, like, I don't be want to be tit for tat, but Hector Garcia is a better fighter than the fighters that a couple of these dudes just fought. And I don't even gotta say no names in specific to make it personal, because people are too personal in boxing. But I just say, I believe, in my opinion, Hector Garcia is a more skilled opponent than some of these dudes just fought. Even some dudes at 35, at 40. You know what I'm saying? People, opportunity, first time being the boss, GTD, man, and that's big. And I appreciate the maturity from Tank, man. People only see the tweets, and I don't know, man. I see it all, but I don't think this dude no bad dude. I think he learning the ropes, man. I think think people highlight his age too much, and they don't realize that, this man. Look how old was Floyd when Floyd got it together, y'all. That's something that I never, and this is no protection to Tank. I'm just giving y'all something to think about. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't want to change nobody's mind. You can feel about Tank Davis however you want. I'm just saying, look how old Floyd was when he figured it out, y'all. If memory serves me correct, he damn sure was older than 28 and 29. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just look how old Floyd was when he got it all figured out, y'all. That's all I'm saying. People be tank. Just look at it that way, man. I ain't saying he Floyd, but I'm just saying I'm putting that on people's mind. Even one of the greatest on the TBE, it took him a minute to get it all figured out. Especially, I'm talking about the business side, y'all. I ain't talking about the fights. I'm talking about the business side. That's what Tank looked like. He trying to, you know what I mean? He trying to learn. He trying to learn the business side of things, man. He on his way to retirement. But Boo Boo different because he been at this level. Harold fought locals mainly. Yeah, Harold fought a lot of locals. He did, bro. He fought from retirement. I gonna say faster, stronger, more aware. Andre Mills Lane pass. Oh man, R.I.P. to Mills Lane. He did. Man, I ain't hear that. That was recently. Damn. Andre versus David Morrell may be next. Still don't think. Oh yeah, I don't think that yet. But wishful think shit. I wouldn't be mad if we got a CHARLO on Andre. I tell you that. Still don't think Ryan and Tank will fight. Yeah, and still the only way I think they don't fight if Ryan mess it up, because Tank gonna handle with his business. You know what I'm saying? Tank gonna handle his business. So if he don't get in there, Ryan gonna get called a duck, and I'm not gonna speak about him until he fights somebody relevant. I mean, fight somebody before Tank in April too far to be talking about that fight. Nah, he fighting he got a fight Crush. I think it's the same date. Yeah, T, correct me, my bro. What Ryan got a date with that fight? So I'm just saying if he get past there, he get past there. If he don't get out of that fight, obviously you don't see it, but I think he gonna get past that dude. And I'm looking forward a little bit, Crush. I'm looking a little step ahead. Like, I feel like they wasn't going to put him in there. They put him in a Teofimo situation. They gave him a guy with a good record, with some experience, that probably going to test him a bit, but not beat him. Get what I'm saying? I think that's fair to assume. I don't think they put Ryan in there with no killer with this dude that he fighting. I could pull him up if y'all want to see the resume and all that. Morrell, because Morrell is prime all-time great too. I know the Ghost love him from David Morrell. I like him too, though. That dude is good, man. 512 was good with it, big dog. How you feeling, Big Tex? What's good with you, bro? The best KO in Tank versus Hector undercard. Who has the best KO? Who gonna have the best Tank cut? Tank might have it. Oh shit, damn. Because Boots is there too, man. Boots gonna try to steal the show. I think Tank gonna show out. Hector Garcia was in the Olympics, undefeated, and the champion. Talk about it, Ash. Down. And again, man, I just don't. I'm not that critic, y'all. I'm not that guy that's just going to bash every fighter that's not a world champion or in the top 10 or the top 15 for that matter. I'm just not one of those dudes. If I see some quality about a fighter, I'm going to highlight it. If I see the fighter just ain't on that level, I'm going to highlight it. You get what I'm saying? I think Hector Garcia is proven to be a credible opponent for Tank Davis. The only knock that people keep trying to make is that he's coming from 130. And I'm going to keep saying Tank came from 126. So what is we talking about? And on fight night, more than likely going to be the smaller man. I don't get it. I don't know what we be talking about. He just punched like a Tank. That ain't his fault. He was given that. He was given that gift. You know what I'm saying? He damn sure not a big guy. Because, again, if this dude was 5'9" with a 72, 74-inch reach, man, they'd be crying for real. You know what I mean? It'd be unfair. David versus Boo Boo. I love to see it, man. Harold, yeah, on his way to retirement. Yeah, Ghost. He was talking about Harold Calderon. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, bro? Need to speed all the way up. My bad, y'all. Said the 21st. All right, the 21st. All right, bet. Yeah, he fighting, there you go, Marcito Gesta. The January 21st. Look good looking. Oh, okay, yeah. Opulent LDTV. My bro, what's good with it, Brody? Yeah, and you get what I'm saying, Crush? That's why I said I ain't. And again, just while we on it, and this is no tear down. This is just, I'm Mr. Perspective. See all that pressure they put on Tank, and it's cool. I'm cool with it, but all criticism every time he fighting somebody, he can't win for losing, right? Look who Ryan Garcia fighting, and I'm telling you, they're giving him another guy. And I believe, I'm not saying this dude is trash. I try to stay away from calling fighters trash and bums. So I'm gonna just say they're giving him a lower level guy, but high enough where I think he has some experience. He has a good resume. You get what I'm saying? Not a good resume. I'll say he got a good padded record with some experience. And I think at most they expected him to push Ryan a bit and just test him just enough, but not beat him, not upset him. You know what I mean? I think this is a somewhat of a showcase fight, but why it could be tricky, because if Ryan get caught slipping, or not even that, despite how Ryan looked, this guy doesn't prepare him for Tank Davis. So it's amazing how they're moving him. Like, they're going to be moving him fast because from him going to fighting a level of opponents that he's been in the ring with to Tank, that's a lot, yo. But I think he needs this lesson I think he'd be a better fighter after a knockout loss from Tank. I do. Really, the only guys I want Andre to fight. Yeah, I think Andre gonna go for the older guys, respectfully though. I don't expect to see Morrell in there with no Andre. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't expect to see it. For real. Nah, that's what I'm saying. But you know what? Crush. The only thing I can say, like I said, the best way for me to explain these two fights to make sense of it, you get what I'm saying? And it's not unfortunate, but this is just where boxing is at. It's like Hector got the skill, Ryan got the popularity. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but Ryan mouth done got him this fight, I guess. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes guys that I feel like the clout chasing has been going on so long that I'm more than cool with seeing him get knocked out. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I know people feel like he don't really deserve it, but I think he need to learn, because you gotta think that somebody ain't telling him right. Maybe because I don't know why he would want to get in there right now and not fought nobody near Tank level, but he gonna have to learn the hard way. And I'm cool with it. Like I said, I think he could be a better fighter if he suffer a knockout loss from Tank. I think he'd be good. Yeah, Mando, Benavidez. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see that. Hector got a 3-inch height advantage. You get what I'm saying? Always bigger. These dudes always bigger, man. You know it, Ghost. They don't put him in there with, and that's why he going. But it's gonna be like a Gilberto Ramirez situation. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that. Similar. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying he fight anything like him. I'm just saying in terms of, I think the level that Gilberto was fighting, and then he jumped in there with a Bevo, I think that was a big jump. And you've seen the fight play out. 2 ass whoopings. 2 ass whoopings. Yeah, Jojo, man, he like, man, hell no, I need a break. I want to see Tank lose. I want to see Ryan knocked out. That's why the fight is gonna sell well. Yeah, and he got a backing, and I believe, y'all. I believe he put some asses in the seats. One of these fights that he had when he came back, Ryan Garcia. I forget which one, but I believe he did put some asses in the seats. I'm not saying it's Tank level, but you figure what Tank do, anything else extra is a plus. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's going to deliver because of that the back and forth through the years. You know what I'm saying? And just people really do want to see it, because there's some people that really think Ryan can knock Tank out. And it's really a nice bit of people. And some of those people are boxers, respected boxers. Some of these people really feel like it's going to be a tougher fight and this and that. I just want to see it. You know, it's fire. And that'd be great, Roger. You get what I'm saying? Salute, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. Fight in Mexico City, man. Yo, oh, man. And Tank come out with some more Mexican colors, bro. That'd be crazy. He come out with some more Mexican colors, man. We never anticipated this and wanted it bad. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. And the build-up. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, Ryan, I still don't believe he's going to show up. I feel you. A few people saying that. I hear a few people saying that. But for me, I feel like he's backed himself in the corner. Like, that's why I keep saying the walls are closing in for a lot of fighters, and they've literally put themselves in position. Some people put themselves in position with their fists. Some people put themselves in position with their mouths. Ryan is one of those guys, just a little bit of both. Well, a little bit of fighting, you know what I mean, at a subpar level, but a lot of talking that got a lot of people paying attention. And they know what Tank bring. He bring knockouts. So I think the fact that Ryan gets a lot of knockouts with the level of opposition, as it's created an illusion to some people. Some people, like, they see him as a real threat. And I'm not saying he don't have, he ain't going to present some challenges for Tank, but this real threat that I think people see, I'm going to just always say I think Tank is a lot smarter than Ryan Garcia in the ring. A lot smarter. And it's going to show. But I got you out. Yeah, man. Some people feel like he still ain't going to get in there. But he knew he was going to fight in the crowd. Oh man, KO to Mexico City is crazy. Edgar Chavez, salute, bro. Appreciate you for listening and stopping through, bro. So what if Ryan gets dropped in the first fight before Tank? He gonna be on shaky legs. But if he make it out of there, man, he still gotta fight him. He can't get out of there. Mike Biggs, my bro, salute to you, TWT family in the building. Fake it till you make it. When you make it, you can't take it. That's what I'm saying, Rick. He literally he did a little bit of fighting. And in this fighting that he's been doing, he's been knocking people out. So he's staying on people's mind in that regard. He's been marketable outside of the sport. So he got that to kind of lean on a bit. And then he got a mouth that's literally put him in a position where he going to have to show us if he really could beat Tank Davis. And I love it. Like, I love it. I love it. I just want to look at it, the glass half full. I want to believe that he's really put himself, like, because there's no excuse, especially if they both win their fights. There's literally no excuse that you can make for why you didn't fight him next. None. You ain't ready. No excuse. Like, you get what I'm saying? No excuse. Facts. And if you add up all they knockouts together, more than likely you're going to see a knockout in the decision. So people are going to tune in for that. For sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's going to be action, man. And I think Tank just too smart for him. Mexico City, I did Oscar. Tell Oscar to go break, make the fight. Tank gonna come out there in the Mexican colors, man, and spark that man, smooth out. That'd be crazy, man. But again, y'all, I had to come talk about this card. This is a good card. It is. It's good to see some of these fighters back. You know, I know everybody would want to see Andrade in there with somebody else, Boots in there, but you just got to be realistic. Like I said before, and being realistic, you don't set yourself up for failure. You don't have unreal expectations of what should happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, after this, I don't see why Andrade should fight somebody that's, you know what I mean, not a real threat. You get what I'm saying? But he at least need to get his feet back wet. Same thing with Ellis before he even think about getting in there with Boots. I don't care what he say. Because if he really wanted to get in there, his ass ain't say nothing to Boots, man. That man ain't like how people saying. They don't want to fight that man. Oscar, they got bricks for you in Mexico. Think about it. He's stupid. Yeah, I smashed that like button. Ghost, you a fool, man. So we're excited for the Rashidi fight. Rashidi fighting a tough fighter. Went through this guy in under 4 rounds. I'd be surprised. Yeah, I don't know the guy, Rashidi fighting. And I think that's the problem people be struggling with. But again, you got to think you're getting his feet back wet. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. In doing that, they're not going to throw him in there with no top-level dog. It just ain't going to make sense. You got to let him get his feet back wet first. And I think once he do that, he'd be all right, man. Then we can see Rashidi in there with somebody more dangerous, man. But until then, we're going to have to wait a quick minute. But yeah, man, just to finish saying what I was saying, I like this move. I like this Tank right here. I like when he speak. I like some of the things that he's saying. I think he's showing a great deal of maturity. And despite what people want to say about him, I don't think he doing nothing wrong right now. I think he making some smart moves. And again, I'm gonna just highlight this again. I just can't remember another time in Tank's career where he had back-to-back fights lined up. You get what I'm saying? Back-to-back fights that I believe are of some substance, in my opinion. And just to highlight it for what it's worth, you get what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you got an Olympian he fighting, coming off 2 of his best wins of his career, is undefeated champion. And then he fighting a guy that social media is sensation. You know what I'm saying? That been running his mouth so much that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he been knocking out his C-level opposition that he been fighting. So it's a lot of knockouts on his resume. It's a lot of knockouts in that fight. If you add them up together, it's a lot of knockouts. And like bro said, knockout sells. So that fight is going to do wonders. And I think we're going to see from there where Tank head is, because he already said it, man. He said after he get these fights out the way, not trying to put the cart before the horse. He got some business to take care of. Hector is a real quality opponent, in my opinion. I still don't think he's on Tank level, but he's still he a credible opponent. I think Ryan is not without skill. He just lacks discipline, hunger, and drive. And I don't think he's as skilled as Tank, nor is he is anywhere as smart as Tank. And I think because of it, we're gonna see what we need to see. Him take a nap. And I think that really might make him a better fighter. And I even go so far to say him and Tank might really be cool after that. Tank really might not even dislike Ryan after he's sleeping. I'm telling you, man. I can see it. I can see it. Go to boy Screw Rashidi, how you beat Rocha, then go inactive. Hey, bro, he upset the Apple Card. They probably expected him to lose that fight. They probably expected him to lose that fight. You get what I'm saying? And I think he ruined some plans a little bit beating Rocha. That's just my opinion. I know it's a little stretch, but I think he ruined some plans over there because explained it. What other reason would you have a guy getting a quality solid win and he just go inactive and ain't did nothing wrong, but win the fights you put him in? You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I feel like somebody slighted him over there. Athletic mind, salute to the Brody, man. Nah, man. And that's dope, man. That trailer, man. That shit easy to watch, bro. That's why I know I said, man, that editing, man, on 1,000, bro. I love good edits, man, because I'm still learning myself. So when I see a good edit, I recognize it immediately. Nah, I like that dope ass trailer, man. Salute to you, Brody. Knockout, what's good with it, Brody? I think so too, man. I just appreciate it. And again, y'all, I'm consistent with my message and my content. I don't really do a lot of complaining. I leave that for everybody else. And again, a big reason I'm like this because I absorb content for years and I just hear people complain too much. That's a big take I take away from a lot of shit. I hear too much complaining and not enough fuck giving flowers. Just salute people when they moving right. That's all. And stop being so overly critical. I think with Tank doing how he moving, like I said, man, not even just cause knockout here. I've been saying it the whole time. Well, how was he moving? That's just he ain't saying nothing that sound like he bitter. He ain't coming off as immature. He's saying some real, you know what I mean? Some mature shit. He acting accordingly. He behaving. He ain't acting. He's demonstrating how a man's supposed to move. He ain't saying nothing negative. He ain't attract no negative attention to this car in any way, shape, or form. You get what I'm saying? He talked about it being a test run. He just trying to do his own thing. I mean, I don't see how you could be mad. And I said this again, y'all, and I'm saying this for a reason. Just name another time. Do y'all remember another time where he had back-to-back fights lined up? Sound like he moving real right to me. Get what I'm saying? Securing the bag before the bag. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like it. I love it, man. I just love it. That's where I'm at with it right now. I love it. I definitely love it, man. My bad, y'all. This shit just jumped. Tank ain't on nothing big, bro. Quit playing. Nah, I like how Tank moving right now. I like this. And again, I just want to highlight this too. People, because they say they bring up his age a lot, right? And I say this, no, I'm not comparing him to Floyd. But what I am saying is look how old Floyd was when he finally got the business side of things figured out. Floyd, if it's one thing for sure, Floyd always had the fighting part down pat. What was Floyd's career lacking at one point? You get what I'm saying? He needed to understand the business side of things. And when he did, he bossed up. All I'm saying, I'm not saying Tank learned everything. I think what we're seeing is a man trying to grow and learn. And this is the process. You get what I'm saying? This is part of it. I think this is a step in the right direction. That's just how I look at it. I know other people see it other ways. I look at it as this is a step in the right direction and him moving the right way. You get what I'm saying? I ain't never remember him having no back-to-back fights lined up. You get what I'm saying? That can be of quality. And I can't stress it enough, man. As people ask something of him, and I think when you get it, you got to recognize it. And he's still figuring it out. Look how old Floyd was when he figured it out. He damn sure was older than 28. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think so too, Ghost. I think so too. And you know what? I say this. I'll go as far as to say this too, Ghost. I'm glad you said that. Not only was I think him beating Rocha like he upset some shit, I think in that fight he looked even that fight was competitive. It wasn't like he blew Rocha out, right? It was competitive, but I think in beating him, he made his. I think they looked at that fight. If it was going to be him and Ortiz, is too risky. Or you say, they wanted Rocha versus Ortiz because they knew Ortiz would have more than likely beat Rocha. Yeah, and I know once they seen Rashidi be the guy that they wanted him, yeah, they wasn't throwing Rashidi in there. It ain't a stretch at all. You get what I'm saying, bro? Get what I'm saying? So it's man. I like Tank after Tank knock him out. See Ryan Bitcher talking dumb after the fight. You know what? The only reason, Ash, I'm gonna say this, I get that because I wouldn't be far-fetched at all to think that he gonna be talking crazy. But you know what? The one moment was why I feel like Ryan gonna take this knockout peacefully. Is remember how humble he was at the Emmanuel to go took him the distance. How humble he was. He ain't gonna call nobody out, even though a little while later he jumped right back on that. But just that moment where he just didn't look his best and he knew it. It's like he was so humbled by that. And I think in getting knocked out by Tank, I think he really gonna have to respect him because he gonna still want to win the people over. And I think he ain't like Rolly. Rolly don't care about being a villain. Ryan want to be like. Rolly don't give a damn who like him. He really don't care. I think that's what make him entertaining too. But Ryan, he gonna want the people to still rock with him. So he know if you get knocked, spark out, and people see it and it's legit, and you know you go out there making excuses. I think you're gonna lose the people. You get what I'm saying? I think he's gonna lose some people, and in doing so, I think he's gonna be a humble dude after that knockout. And I keep telling y'all ain't see Leo Santa Cruz last fight. That's all I'm gonna say. Go look at his last fight. Go look how he's doing after being revived from a Tank Davis nap. Go look how Leo fighting. Worked out for him. Gave Rashid his fight because he was inactive. Yeah, facts. And he was there. They wanted him to lose, and he upset some shit, Ghost. And then they said, "All right, bet you upset something. Let me sit you on the shelf for a while." And I'm standing on that. I really think that's how they did him. If he do that, I think the people gonna hate him, Ash, because I'm definitely calling that out. Ah, man, athletic mind. I'm in Jersey, bro. So that should give you a little hint at how I rock with Shakur, bro. Should give you a little hint. But those are three guys because when it comes to the Shakur, Tank, and Devin, people it's almost starting to take on this Bud Spence effect. Like when you talk about one, it's like they take it as personal about you, like you slighting the other one. So it's like I always want to highlight when it's them three. I really rock with all three of them, man. I think they all moving accordingly. I ain't got nothing negative to say. I know the most criticism come from Tank, and I feel like I said, look how old Floyd was when he figured it out. That's all I'm gonna say. That's something I ain't heard nobody say, and I ain't saying he Floyd, and I ain't saying he got it all figured out. But I am saying give that man some time to figure some shit out by himself, or just continue to hate him and be a hater from the sideline. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I just don't hate none of these dudes or how they moving because I don't think none of them moving fast. On the fans, it was Floyd and not him. Oh man, yo, bro, that's how I see it. You feel me? And again, nothing is one way, so I don't try to change nobody's mind. If it's plenty of people that don't feel like that. They don't feel like it, you know what I mean? I feel like that's exactly the case. And you know what I appreciate more, Rick? When they asked about Floyd, he made sure that he answered that in a very intelligent manner. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what they did for me. They did everything they were supposed to do. Like he's saying, I don't care if it's PR. I don't give a damn. If you say what you want. He said the right shit and he moved on. And he ain't make it about them, and he brought no negative press and no attention to the situation. Now, and for the people that keep talking about you know what I mean? This has another championship fight. I wonder who are doing a rematch because he recently won like an inch belt. I wonder. I don't know. Seems like Tank is the only one who has a real boss. Who was a real boss? Just saying, And you know what, bro? I get why you say that. And again, that's just not like people take that as a slight to the rest of the fighters. That's not that. That's just saying like you gotta give credit where it's due. He had to have some input on his card that got put together, and it's a solid card because they got real names on there. They got at least three guys that can headline their own fights. That's intelligent to me, man. It's a smart business. D Free Sports Matchups, my bro. What's good with it, D Free? How you feeling, bro? Yes, sir. Ortiz, a wild animal in that square, ain't he? He be going crazy. Y'all call White. What's good with it, TWT, brother? What's good with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Yeah, man. Jersey. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm Jersey for life, man. Jersey, man. So yeah, that's my guy, man. But I just always being that I rock with him, I always want people to know I'm still not biased when it come to him. Like, there's no fanboy in me for no fighter. I be just want to state that for the record, because I know people could get lost. Like, you know, that's why I make sure I give everybody just do, not just Shakur. So, you know what I mean? Because he damn sure a generational talent to me. He damn sure not Floyd. Facts. And you know what I mean? Did you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, look how long it took him to figure it out. And why I'm highlighting that is because he was one of the, you know what I mean, the best of our era. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he took longer, and it's going to take him longer, especially being that he had what some people would call a situation that wasn't allowing him to reach the top. I'm going to say that as fair as I could be. I don't want a finger point. I'm going to say some people feel as though he was in a situation that was stopping him from reaching the absolute top. And now that I think he's shown some separation from that, you don't hear Floyd talking about him in no way, shape, or form. You don't hear Leonard talking about him. At least I haven't in recent memory. I haven't seen no recent Leonard interviews of him talking about Tank Davis. So it looked like he really trying to do his own thing. And for him to put together a card like this, I think it's going to do numbers. The location, the fighters that's on the card, I think is smart. You get what I'm saying? Whoever is already working for him, whoever was in charge, and I believe he had input, but whoever was, put this card together, it was masterful to me. I think so. Open doors for Ortiz. It should have, Fate. It should have. As long as they still pushing Ortiz, which they should, because losing a Loma shouldn't be a bad thing, especially if this is Mr. Pound for Pound great. So, you know what I'm saying? So I truly hope to see Jermaine Ortiz, because he, I got different feelings about that fight, man. He fought his ass off, too. Ortiz at least co-main event. Yeah. Facts. He is co-main event material for sure. In the channel 4 years, I didn't even know it's been that long. Oh, Ash. Floyd fought Castillo like 23. Yeah, young as hell. But when I say he not in terms of resume either, too. I wanted to be clear to you, because I know the resumes still don't compare. I don't want to make it seem like I'm comparing their resumes. But what I'm saying is, I think for me, this is just my opinion. The way times has changed, and it's like the business. It's all boxing has always been a business, right? But I think more so now than ever. And I think and Tank's position and who he was with, I think in him figuring out the business and learning it for himself and moving on his own, I think that could lead to the resume improving as well. I think that could lead to the better fights. That's just me being optimistic. I know some people don't think so, but that's just me being optimistic. But yeah, I think he's trying to learn and figure the business out. Meanwhile, deliver fights of some substance, of some note. So that's why I give him credit. J.A. Dixon, what's good with it, my bro? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Actually, about his pay-per-view now has been the card is quality. Yeah. I think so. I think it is, bro. I think it is. I think it's a good card. I do. Because it's like we seen a Demetrius Andrade sighting, y'all, on a PBC's platform. Like, man, it took long enough. Like my bro said, like Rick said, it took long enough, but he there. And I'm also thinking ahead, y'all, too. Because remember, I just try to get y'all to understand how I think. I'm looking at the glass half full, so I'm not looking for a reason to be mad or complain. I'm like, damn, we get to see Rashidi fight again. From what bro just told me, he said his opponent is pretty decent. So we might get to see him took some rounds. So we get to see what he really got. And if he show us the right stuff, then he really could make a case that he deserved to step it up in competition. You get what I'm saying? I don't know who the hell Boots fighting. And I know people mad, but I just feel like Boots' situation is more than just black and white. It's just look where he at. Look where he positioned at. He deserved nothing less than a title shot if we really being honest. But when we ask ourselves, what are the realistic possibilities that he's getting a title shot? This fight, that wouldn't have been real. And more than likely, he won't get it in his very next fight. But after that, then I'm going to feel like it's bullshit. If Boots got to fight more than 2 more fights without a title fight, this is just my thinking. If he has to fight more than 2 fights, more like this one coming up with this Karen guy and somebody else, if he got to fight more than 2 fights without a title, I think they doing Boots a disservice. I think they slighting him. I don't care what's going on at that point. And that's the absolute max for me in my mind. Like Boots Ennis, realistically, when you look at his situation, he should not have to fight another more than 2 times without getting somebody that a championship fight. Like I don't care how they got to make it happen. And it's like by that time, everything should be figured out. And if it's not, then somebody got to fight Boots. I don't care who it is. That's my thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Salute, bro. Salute to you. Appreciate you, bro. You already know, man. Appreciate you, Zach. Salute to you, man. Supposed to be fighting Stanionis, not the title shit soon. Yeah. Boots. Yeah, he was hoping for Stanionis too, bro. But they ordered it with him and Virgil Ortiz. So Virgil, like you get what I'm saying. On one end, I'm like, damn, Boots. But then on the other end, I'm like, all right, Virgil. You get what I'm saying? Because I like Virgil too. You know what I'm saying? I just think he can't do nothing with Boots, but I like Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I think he could be competitive, but I think ultimately Boots is knock his head off. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots beat the hell out of Virgil. But I'm glad at least Virgil fighting Stanionis, so I'm cool with that. And it's gonna go to a purse bid or something like that, I think. Flossie, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, man? Flossie Sports TV. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, man. I'm happy that at least Virgil was fighting somebody that we could say is credible. We wanted him to step up too. And we know what the situation is with Boots. Like I said this before, like he the new boogeyman at 47. Said it. I'm sticking to that until somebody prove me otherwise, because they don't want to fight him. And again, people, I ain't saying don't be mad at who he fighting. If you want to be mad or if you want to be, annoyed with it, I get it. But you still got to be realistic. Who is going to fight him? You get what I'm saying? He can't make nobody. You know what we all know without a doubt. I think if we've really been watching boxing and Boots Ennis, name a fighter he won't fight right now if given the opportunity. And right now, they said, yo, you can fight Errol Spence on January 7th or Terrence Crawford. You think he wouldn't fight him? You get what I'm saying? We all know that. So it's like, that's how you got to look at that. You know he's willing to fight, but then are these guys willing to fight? And then some of them are in positions where it don't make sense to fight him. So you just got to be a bit more patient. And I for me, my patience with the business of boxing when it pertains to Boots Ennis is only extending to 2 more fights at a maximum, because that's the only thing in my mind I could see that should happen before he get an opportunity. And why I'm saying 2 fights, because we already know who Crawford fighting. We already know what's going on with Spence. You get what I'm saying? I feel like after that, if they really ever going to fight each other, it'd be right after their next fights. If not, I don't feel like it's ever going to happen. But I feel like in doing that, let's just say hypothetically, right? Everybody win their next fights and Spence and Crawford work it out, and that's their next fight. You get what I'm saying? I feel like after that point, it should be worked out where Boots get to fight for them titles. It don't matter who he got to fight for. Get what I'm saying? So that's just me. Tank for Pedraza 22 for that first belt, and motherfuckers moving around not to fight Boots. Yeah, they damn sure are though. They are. They maneuvering and they doing everything in their power not to have to fight them. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think the champions are ducking them. I just think they got a business with each other that make way more sense than one of them individually risking the title or titles to fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't see it playing out that way. And for the people that said won't Earl fight him, I never thought Earl and Boots was a 147 fight. I never thought that. And I'm never going to think that. It still ain't now. If you ask me now, it's not. That fight is just not a 147-pound fight. Jay Miller, salute, Brody. What's good? What you appreciate you stopping through? How you feeling? I don't think that was ever going to happen at 47, but I think once them champions, they fight their next fights, they should be in the ring with each other. If not, then somebody got to fight Boots. That's how I look at it. And if they work it out, then Boots got to fight somebody else one more time, or whoever the hell that's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Whoever stepped to the plate at this point. But after that, like I said, I don't see no reason why Boots can't fight for a belt, for one of them titles or whatever, however it's going to shake out. As far as Rashidi Ellis, if people, expecting them to throw Rashidi Ellis in there with Boots, that'd be stupid. They doing business over there. You would just mess his career up. You would derail the little bit of momentum that he trying to gain. At least you want Rashidi Ellis realistically to build some momentum, some type of momentum before you get in there with a dude like Boots, so you can see the best fight possible. I think if they fight right now, anytime soon, if it was in Rashidi Ellis' next fight, that's not the best fight possible. That's just my opinion. Some people more impatient than me. I've grown to be a bit patient with boxing. Save yourself a lot of stress. I'm telling you, just be a bit more patient with it. And like I said, let Rashidi get some rounds under his belt. Hopefully this guy he fighting take him some rounds, and then we get to see him step up in competition from there. But realistically, I don't think a Rashidi Ellis and Boots Ennis was a fight that could happen next, in terms of next, like their next fights. I don't think that would be smart. And I think team, Ellis and his people know that. And that's not being scared, that's being smart. You get what I'm saying? And as far as Andrade, same thing with him. A similar situation to Ellis. He been inactive, injuries, whatever the case may be, fights falling out. It's just good to see him finally over there on the PBC side doing some business. And for the people that's complaining about it being Demond Nicholson, just look him up. If you don't know who he is, he's a pretty decent fighter to me. You know what I'm saying? Is he a world beater? I'm not going to say all that, but is he a decent opponent? He is. But you got to think, with somebody being inactive, like I said, coming off an injury, they're not going to jump in there with no world beater. Now, when we get to see Boo Boo, the sky's the limit now, because he over there on the right side where the fights could be made. We all got to be able to agree he at least where fights could be made. Some pretty interesting fights now that he over there. And I already hearing the whispers about them lining it up for him and Charlo to fight. And I said this, and that'd be dope if it really happened, because I said this before. Oddly enough, JERMALL Charlo and Demetrius Andrade are in similar situations where they face fights falling out. Just think about all they got in common. They both had they most recent fights fall out. They both dealt with inactivity and injury, and they all looking to make a comeback and make a splash. Well, them two, Andrade and Charlo, them two dudes need each other more now than they ever did in their career if they want to be real. In terms of a quality fight, you thinking about their circumstances is eerily similar. Like I just stated, most recent fights fall out, injuries, you know what I mean, inactivity, trying to get yourself back in the mix. Their very next fight ain't gonna be each other, but who's to say the very next fight after that can't be each other? You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at that, man. Hey, man, and you know what, Rick? I see. I'm glad y'all in here, because see, I ain't thinking crazy, because I swear I was thinking that. And why I say that, because I feel like after these guys all had their next fights, I feel like realistically, like I said, if Spence and Bud gonna ever work out, they gonna work it out in in their very next fights. Not their next fight, but the fight after that. You get them, and in doing that, I feel like Boots gonna have an opportunity to fight Virgil. The winner, and I feel like the winner of Virgil and Stanionis. Respect to Stanionis, man. I just don't straddle fences, y'all. It's gonna be competitive. I think Virgil gonna beat him. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? And him beating Stanionis, if he's really willing to fight Boots how he said he is, then we'll see that. You know what I'm saying? We'll see that. I'm with Rick on that, and I really hope that's how it happened too, because I really could see it being that way. And then the winner of that fight is just gonna take over 47, respectfully. That's what I think. Tio and Sandor just faced off. Sandor Martin got beat by Anthony Yeager. Man, he about to get beat up. Tio ain't losing to that dude, y'all. I see some people saying upset alert. Nah, I don't think so, bro. Ain't no upset alert. Tio about to chip this dude and unify and turn title and regular from the different sanctioning bodies. Shit, man. Unify interim title and regular title from different sanctioning bodies. Shit, if I don't know. I don't know. You got me there, Flossie. Don't get it. don't get me to lie to you. He said, "This is how boxing stays alive. They build rivals to give us something worth watching." Okay, EJ versus Bud Spence beat him years ago. Then we would have fuss about that's say fact, Zach. That's my thoughts exactly, bro. And that's why I felt like the time is better now than ever, simply because it's for all the marbles. It's easy to look. Nobody took their loss. Dudes still in their physical primes. You get what I'm saying? It's still gonna be a good ass fight. And you're exactly right, bro. So I think we get that next. Not next, but fight after Avanisi. That boy Sandor had T.O. tight after what he said. What he say to T.O.? What he say to T.O.? I might have to come back and talk about that card too, y'all. I was thinking about mixing them both into this video, but I was like, I could do it separate. Because that is a good card to talk about. And it is coming up before this one. December 10th is coming up. And that card stacked too, y'all. See? That's another good card to me. That Teofimo card, they got a lot of hitters on that card. And salute to Ashley's Corner. If y'all ain't see her video, go check out her video. She broke down all the matchups on the card, man. All of them. She just let me know just how full of action that card gonna be. All them prospects on that card too. The face-off. In the face-off, he had him tight because Boots fighting for an interim and Virgil fighting for a regular. Oh, that's what you're saying. That's why. I guess so, though, Flossie. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't see why it wouldn't work. I guess so. That's a part of the shit I be trying. That shit, a lot of that shit confuse me, too. The fighters don't even be knowing sometimes. Well, I know what you said. Yeah, because Stan Jonas got that WBA regular title that they fighting for. And then Boots fighting for an interim title. Nah, you're right. That's facts. It's facts. Yeah, so I don't see why that wouldn't work. I don't see why it would stop anything. Because neither of them are major titles. And then they was looking to get rid of that WBA regular title anyway. So I don't even know what's up with that. I wonder what happened with that. At T.O.'s fist ball. Oh, yeah. Don't come. T.O. better not be emotional, bro. Don't be emotional. I got a T.O. video coming up, too, that I'm going to do a short video on T.O. He was talking slick on his on Brian Custer. I'm gonna have to make a little video out of that. T.O. better not come in there emotional, man. He smiled and said something to him Spanish, and T.O. mood changed. Yeah, Ash, great video, Queen. Salute to you, man. Great work, for real. A great breakdown of the whole card. Don't think it would be any competitive fights on that card. Oh, which one? Which one, Jay? You talking about Top Rank or the tank card? Which one? If you talk about the prospect, the ones with the prospects on it. Hold on. I think which card you talking about, Jay? Before I even say so, I gotta know which card you're talking about. Before I can say so, I don't know which card. Cause says you don't have championship mentality. You nervous on her 3 weeks notice, just the way you like them. But I will beat you. Good looking, yo. Appreciate that. That's funny. BLK love app. Man. Who they card? Who fighting on that card though? Steve Nelson, Crawford, Cyborg. Hey, yo. Salute to my bro Skywalker Boxer. Salute to the TWT brethren, man. Busy at work listening. Appreciate you, man. Stay safe at work. Don't work too hard, Brody. Rick Crazy said this. Oh, man, yo. Man, I heard Chris Cyborg is second best fight on the card. That should tell you something right there. That's crazy. But people mad at Hector Garcia fighting Ryan. I mean, fighting Tank. Still look like he wanted to swing. He better not go in there. He better not go in there emotional, bro. I'm telling you. You see what happened the last time you took the emotion into the ring, Teofimo. You better chill. Don't go in there. Don't let that man get up under your skin. You go in there and it be a repeat of what happened against Kambosos, bro. I'm telling you. Telling you, man. He a live dog in there. Oh yeah. He said, that Black Planet card didn't even have a press conference. They just said, fuck it. So if they put on a fight, that's it. They just gonna fight. Damn, no build up, no nothing, no face off, no nothing. They just fighting. Nah, that's bogus though, yeah. That's bogus though, man. That's crazy, yo. They posted it on Top Rank Insta. Are you talking about T.O. being mad? T.O. be swole, yo. Don't go into that fight emotional, bro. I'm telling you. Tell him don't do it, bro. You going there emotional, man. Okay. They might give me a copyright for it, but hold on, I gotta play it one time. Yeah. They might copyright. I edit it out if they do. Cause y'all know I like the clips, man. It's just funny. Little stuff like that is funny because he was just cool. Is it you at fake? You explained that shit spot on. He was just cool. Dude, Sandor Martin, they trying to be cool. He ain't kicking it. Man, yeah, I might have to do a whole nother separate video and talk about this card, man. Like the Queen broke it up. I might have to come back live again. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to keep this clip in the cut just cause, yo, man. Hold on. I got y'all. T.O. was cool as hell at first. He was cool. You seen Sandor Martin start talking something about champion. Then he put up 3 fingers or something to him. And T.O. stopped smiling quick as hell. That smirk. He had the fake smile on for a minute. He ain't like that at all, bro. Bro had his ass hot. Yeah, man. I'm gonna come back and talk about this card because this shit is like in a couple. This is this weekend. So if I talked about this one, I'm damn sure I can talk about that next card. Man, yeah, T.O. ready to swing on his ass. This boy better. I'm telling you, on all jokes aside, though, he better not come into this fight emotional, wearing his emotions on his sleeve, bro. I swear he better not. Emotional T.O. or T.O. mood change. Facts. Emotional T.O. is not a good Teofimo. That's not good, T.O. Don't be emotional, bro. I seen what happened to you when Kambosos had you mad like that, bro. You took a L, bro. That ain't gonna be a smart thing, man. Just don't be overly emotional, bro. Here it is. Hold on, I got it.
It's okay, it's coming. Don't worry about it.
Look at him. Feel like, oh, really? T.O. wanted to punch him in his face. Thrill, hell, salute, my bro. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you for stopping, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit do look cold as hell, don't it, bro? I gotta play it one more time.
It's okay, it's coming. Don't worry about it.
One more time. Look at T.O. was cool as hell at first shot. Watch. The guy's face changed, yo. Yo, Sandor ain't want to be cool. Tio was trying to be cool. Yo, Sandor was like, nah, bro, nah. 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 Uh, he had Tio hot. Yo, that smile went off his face quick as hell. He had the fake smile for a minute. He was like, hold on, this dude talking crazy to me right now. Bro, pause. This is gonna be a big fight. Yeah, bro. Good. It's gonna be a good fight, bro. Good fight. Yeah, I think Sandor Martin is a live dog, though. The biggest knock on I have on him, and salute to the queen. Like I said, Ashley's Corner, she did a dope video. Like I said, a dope breakdown. I ain't just saying that. Go check it out. She alluded to how he lost to Anthony Yiggett, and I'm like, man, that dude ain't impressive at all. Rolly punched through Anthony Yiggett. How the hell he beat Sandor Martin, and Sandor Martin beat Mikey? But you know what I will say, because I don't do triangle theories much. I would just say he lost back then. I would say Sandor Martin must have became a better fighter since that loss. You know what I mean? So that's a real possibility too. You know what I'm saying? So I think no doubt he gonna push Tio. But again, I just don't think they putting him in there with somebody that they think he can't beat. And I said this before, man. I hope people start paying attention to the lives. I said this before. I could see that being his next fight at the Pedro Campa. When I was talking about the top 10 at 140, the top 15, they had Sandor Martin at like number 12 or 13, something like that. And I was looking at him and I was like, that's a guy I could see them fighting next because he don't got a ton of punching power. He got some experience. He beat a Mikey Garcia. It's a good opportunity for Teofimo. And if he's half the fighter that they think he is, he should beat a guy like Sandor Martin. No slight to Sandor Martin, but if Teofimo is half the fighter that they think he is, he should beat a guy like that. I'm not saying he ain't going to get tested or it's going to be easy, but he should beat a guy like that. So I seen that. And now look, you fast forward now, and I get it that it was more of a replacement, but I still said it. I seen this as a potential opponent. And look, this is what we got. Sandor Martin and Teofimo. Xander might beat Mikey, but he lost to Anthony Yiggett. And Yiggett got sparked by Rolly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only knock on him, bro. That's the only like concern I got for him. Really, like that dampened his chances of getting a real upset. I think the chances are there, but it's slightly. Now that I just know that he lost to Anthony Yiggett, it's not good to me. I'm sorry, y'all. He's not good. That guy is not impressive. I don't like his name. I don't like how he boxed. I don't even like how he looked when he got knocked out by Rolly. I'm no disrespect to Anthony Yiggett. I don't like nothing about him. His name, nothing. The fact that they look like I don't like that guy. I just don't like no fight I ever seen him in. Even when he losing and getting knocked out, it's like, man, get him out of here. The way he came at him out of nowhere, yeah. There was Sandor just said, man, hell with all that, man. We ain't cool.
Okay, it's coming.
Cool. Not cool. Look how Tio look. Tio looking like, you know, that picture of the Arthur cartoon with the hands balled up. That's how Tio looked, like that meme with the Arthur cartoon with the fist balled up. That's Tio right there. Yeah. I don't like nothing about him, bro. His name, how he fight, nothing. Like I don't even like how he looked, how he got knocked out. Yeah, his hands, he got the hand balled up like the Arthur cartoon, that meme with the hand balled up like that. As Tio. Man, yo, he got right on him. He tried to be cool with him. Try to have cool energy. Nah, dude don't want to be cool. He ain't there to be friends, Tio. You could be friends later. He trying to beat you up, man. He wants your head, bro. He wants your head. Hold on, we'll play one more time. Check him out. He cool right now. Everything cool. Look at his hand. I see it. Tio crazy, yeah. Tio funny as hell. He like, yeah, all right, okay. He like, okay. He like, yeah, I'm coming to win, man. I'm 3 weeks notice, bro. Like, I'm coming to win. I'm gonna beat you, bro. He on T.O. bumper and he confident as ever, bro. Man, that's funny, man. That is funny, bro. That is funny, man. That's funny, man. That is funny, Fate, man. T.O. like, man, I'll sock him right now. The fight is on the 10th, T.O. You gotta wait till Saturday, buddy. We gonna see. We gonna see. But yeah, man, just to wrap up, man, I just wanted to come talk about this card, y'all. Salute to the family as always, man. Like I said, I think the way Tank moving, at least I appreciate it. I can't tell nobody how to feel. I'm not a confrontational guy when it comes to boxing because it's very draining. So I'd rather just tell people how I feel about something and let it be what it is. Like, I feel like this is a solid card. I feel like you're seeing some real quality names. Like bro mentioned way earlier, you know, we got at least 3 names on here that could headline their own cards. Easy. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that they're all on one card together, and I did hear something about the Peterson brothers being on this card as well, and they from DC. So I think I expect it to be a lot of love in DC. Tank is being the main event. I think it's going to be a lot of love. I think it's going to be, we're going to see a lot of talent being displayed in here, even though these fights some of them could potentially be one-sided. But I mean, you got to think what's next is even more exciting than this card. You get what I'm saying? Even more. You know what I'm saying? So I think the fact that Tank was able to put this together, it was a smart move, man. It's a dope move, and look at talk about timing, man. Look at the fact that Demetrius Andrade is over here where the PBC is at, where the fights are to be made. You get what I'm saying? Where people felt like he should have been all this time, and I know it was long overdue, but I'm a firm believer, better late than never, bro. At least he here now, and he already got a fight immediately, which is good. He looking healthy. I've seen some clips of him. He looked like he ready to make a splash at 68, man, and you just got to look forward to it. I think CHARLO about to get back into the fold, back into the swing of things, and I said this before, y'all, and I'm going to say it again. Them 2 dudes, I don't care about their previous history. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of it because it's all irrelevant. You can't get none of that back. But what I do know is they're both in very similar situations, almost identical in terms of having a most recent fight fall out. You get what I'm saying? They had most recent fight fell out. They, coming off injuries and inactivity. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes need each other more now than ever. I think if they fight, I feel you, Faye. If they fight now, everybody is still watching. I really think that. Boo Boo on the Tank card is big. You get what I'm saying? But Boots too, though, bro. And then you got Speedy Rashidi on the card. Like, how could you can't lose? He stacked the card. It's great. Great for boxing. To anyone else other than Tank, people wouldn't have a problem. And I don't get it. I just don't have the hate in my heart for none of these fighters that people share. Like, I'm never going to be that personal. And I ain't mad at I can't tell nobody else how to be. One thing y'all going to get over here is I really support boxing. And yeah, pay for fights, go to fights, all that. So yeah, I do. So I feel like I could have an opinion for that reason. And I just don't have a problem with stuff that could potentially lead to even better things. I'm not as short-sighted as some people are. Some people can't see past one move at a time. Like Tank is literally giving you a peek into two moves. He literally showed you his next 2 moves. Just did a press conference that I might want to come back and talk about too. Just did the press conference. You know what I'm saying? Because I might just want to talk about some of the gems that he dropped in that press conference. But I mean, some people don't pick up everything the same way. They don't process information the same. We all cook different. I respect everybody's opinion, but I don't have a problem with what he's doing. I think he showed us 2 moves. I don't think another time in his career you could see where he made 2 moves at once, almost, in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Securing bag after bag. So people could be mad. They could critique it. I'm cool with that. I just have a different viewpoint. I'm not as critical because I'm not looking to sit up here and be mad as hell, look like the angry black man about boxing all day. Like, that's weird. So I enjoy what's going on. I think this is a big move for him to be on his own and making his test run, as he put it. I'll use his words. You know what I mean? This is I think this is going to turn out to be a hell of a test run. I think the people that he put on this card, and that's another thing that you got to focus. Like, I think we got to start, like, that surface level information doesn't bring out the best conversation, bro. We got to peel them layers back, man. When you think about where they fighting at DC, and then you think about the people that are on the card, that's smart. That's smart. And they wasn't going, you know, although they got 3 fighters, in my opinion, that can headline separately, they wasn't going to give those guys a headline type of opponent. You get what I'm trying to say? On a card where Tank is the main event. That wouldn't make sense business-wise. Tell me it wouldn't. Especially, like, just say hypothetically, Charlo and Andrade fight. Why would that be on anybody's undercard? Get what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a co-main. That's a main event fight by itself. So we have to be a little more realistic in our expectations. I ain't telling people you can't expect it. You can expect what you want, but you want to save yourself some aggravation and stress. You got to make sure your expectations is a bit more real. They're not going to give these dudes headline type opponents on somebody's undercard when they can headline separately by themselves. The fact that they were able to even pull these guys that could headline cards by themselves and have them on one card is a win for boxing. I don't see how people can look at it as anything else. That's why I say I don't understand. People be mad at the wrong stuff. There's nothing wrong. And again, I'm tipping my hat to Tank and his team. And whoever was responsible for putting this card together in DC and putting DC fighters on it. And putting one of the ones that's going to get some of the most respect in the main event. And y'all know it. He was going to bring them people out regardless of the card that he stacked. Now, I think the fact that he added these people, he just put himself in a win-win situation. He just gave us 2 fights in a row that look like win-win situations. Like I said, Hector got the skill. Ryan got the popularity. Win-win. Tank both going to get bags for both fights. And people are going to, and Ryan Garcia is going to be bigger than Hector Garcia. I don't understand what people mad at. I just don't know. I don't know, man. I'm different, bro. And I ain't telling nobody how to be, but I listen to a lot of content. People be pissed off for the wrong stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff we could be mad at, but Tank Davis fighting Hector Garcia on January 7th ain't one of them, bro. I'm here to say that. That's not one of the things to be mad at today. And again, I hear people complain about Shakur fighting Robson Conceição. I hear people just complaining. Like, I swear I don't understand. I swear I don't get it. I hear too much complaining. I hear people complaining about this man fighting Robson Conceição at 130. That's not even 135 business. He here now. So it's like, what sense do that make bringing up that fight when he's trying to get smoked right now with top dogs? You can't paint one of these fighters as a boogeyman, and then when people come knocking at their door, people take it as disrespect. It's not disrespect for another fighter to want smoke with a top fighter. Just because y'all advocate and support that fighter heavily don't mean ain't nobody gonna come knocking at his door. Because like people said, the champ ain't gonna go looking for them. They supposed to go looking for the champ. And when people go looking for that champ, because I'm vouching, and I don't give a damn. I go up against, I'm vouching for Shakur Stevenson, willing to take on any and everybody at 135. You can't paint a guy as a boogeyman, and then when people come knocking at their door, you take it as disrespect and start slighting other performances that he had that got nothing to do with 35. He had 35 now. Don't matter how long people feel like he should have got there. He is there now. You can't tell nobody how to move. You can't tell nobody when to move. He moved when he felt like it was necessary. It cost him his titles and his leverage. That's a learning experience for him. I'm pretty sure he's young enough. He's smart enough. He's intelligent enough to learn from it. So it'll be a lesson and not a loss at the end of the day. But again, I'm hearing a lot of, I don't know. It's almost like I'm hearing a lot of bias when it comes to certain fighters, man. And it's like, I like all these dudes, and I want to be clear. I don't have no super favorite. You get what I'm saying? I rock with who I rock with at the end of the day, but I ain't going to be biased for that fighter. I ain't going to super fan for that fighter. But again, when y'all build a guy as the boogeyman, it's going to be some people that's going to come knocking at that door, man. And when they come knocking, I don't want people to take it as disrespect, man. They fighters. They supposed to want to fight each other. And that's what it is, man. Warrington and Lopez this week. I want Lopez to beat Warrington. Me too. I don't like Warrington much either. Conclusion, Tank making it happen. Boots and Rashidi back. T.O. better win. Boo Boo finally got a fight. Talk to him, my bro. Appreciate that as always, man. Yeah, this card is tough, though. It's nothing to complain about. Boo Boo and Boots on the same card. And again, y'all, for the short-sighted people, Ellis is on the card with Boots. Who knows? That could generate more buzz for that to be a potential fight because they on the same card. You got to see them. You get what I'm saying? People don't be thinking. That could be a future opponent. Right there, they on the same card. It's a reason to want to see them fight each other. People not thinking. You get CHARLO back, you get Andrade back. Hey, man, maybe people start thinking they need to fight each other because it ain't no reason it can't happen now. They both need each other. Injuries, inactivity, and fights falling out. Needing to get back in the mix. They got identical situations right now. Boo Boo Andrade and JERMALL CHARLO got the same career right now. I don't care what nobody say. They lack the big names, and they both need each other more than ever. And I hope they start thinking like that, and they teams start thinking like that. And at some point, we get that fight sooner than later, man, because I know people are still watching. I know they're still watching, yo. Maybe the reason why people mad because it's a win-win for Tank. And that's what, why be mad? Yo, and I refrain from saying certain stuff, Ash, and I know people feel like I shouldn't, but I do it sometimes for my peace of mind and just so people could, you know, avoid people thinking the wrong way. If I ask y'all, and I'm only just going off because I see people criticize, I hear people criticize Shakur Stevenson for fighting Conceição because Oscar Valdez beat him. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if it was his opportunity, I mean, if it was up to him, he'd be fighting for more belts. But, you know, those dudes wasn't trying to get in the ring with Shakur so he could, you know, snatch their belt up. So he had to fight somebody. Conceição was willing to fight. You get what I'm saying? And I understand that ain't the sexiest name. It ain't the biggest name. But, again, who was going to fight him? Who was trying to really get in there with Shakur? Niggas ain't knocking down his door either to fight him. And I ain't trying to hear it because they not. Show me who knocking down his door and he ain't obliging. That's how I'm looking at that. And I just go for any. I go for all of them. I think all them three kings want to smoke when it come down to it. That's what I think. And I'm going to stand on that. I don't think no one more want to smoke more than the other. They all want it. And I'm going to say that just to be fair to all of them. I don't think none of them is going to be no ducks when it's time to really fight. And I'm going to stand on that until they prove me wrong. If they prove to be ducks, I'm going to call it out. But right now, if I had to ask people, you know, because, again, Robinson can say Sal, right? That's Shakur's last opponent. And I'm using this because it's the three names that's coming up so much. Then you got Tank Davis. He fighting Hector Garcia, right? Okay, cool. You had Devin Haney. He fought Kambosos. Is Kambosos a better fighter than Robson Conceição or Hector Garcia? Just follow me, and this is no slight to no fighter, just a question because you know we have conversations over here, right? Is Robson Conceição, you get what I'm saying, and Hector Garcia a better fighter than George Kambosos? You see what I'm saying? But the argument people will make is the sacrifice that Dad made, and he did make it because he moving like a young king, and I always will give him credit for that. It's nothing. I have no slight when it comes to any of these fighters. When people start picking personals, I could state cases as to why all these dudes want to smoke, and they all great. And that's going to be my stance because I'm not picking one fighter over the other because this is sports, not the streets. And I'm going to always stand on that. I'll see how people carry it. If I ask that question for a reason, because I really know the answer, really a rhetorical question. I really know the answer to it. It's Kambosos. If Kambosos fought Conceição, I don't care if he had moved up for his first fight at 35. Would people pick Kambosos to beat Robson Conceição? I don't think so. Hector Garcia moved up to 35 and fought George Kambosos instead of Tank. Will people pick George Kambosos to beat Hector Garcia? I don't think so. So the fact that, you know, like I said, I made cases for Dev because Kambosos is not an A+ level fighter or A-level fighter, don't make Dev's achievement any less great. He still achieved greatness. I said this time and time before because I'm Mr. Perspective. The circumstances that surrounded the fight Him going to Australia, some people downplay that. I don't. I give credit where it's due. He was in hostile territory. That's pretty much that man's living room, his backyard, where they fought him at. And not only to fight him once, even Andre Ward said it. To beat a guy as convincingly as you did it once, you kind of got to trick your mind like you didn't do that the first time to do it all over again. And that's coming from a straight fighter. And that's just me trying to understand the mindset of a fighter. So to me, I hold, I give Devin Haney all his flowers, all his praise for doing what he did. I have no slight. There's nothing to take from him. But when we peel back the layers and we start talking about competition and resume, and this only comes up because it's only one name that come up when people want to trash resumes. And all I'm saying is, if we being honest, is Hector Garcia and Robson Conceição a better fighter than George Kambosos? I would think they both are. I would think they both beat him. You get what I'm saying? I would even pick Rolly to beat Kambosos. I ain't saying he more skillful than Kambosos. I think he'd knock him out because he wild and he'd be too rough for him. Yeah, I do. I think Rolly would knock him out too. So it's like, do that mean I'm slighting Dev? No, don't have nothing to do with Dev's talent or skill set. He got in there and did what he was supposed to do, and then he looked even more impressive, in my opinion, in a rematch. And he put more of a hurting on Kambosos, and it pretty much Kambosos said that. So when I deliver content, I'm gonna always sound like a broken record, y'all, because I don't want my words to be misconstrued. I don't favor no one fighter too heavily to the point where you're gonna think I'm hating on the other. It's never gonna be that. I just hate when people they act like you can't. Certain fighters are above criticism, but others are not. I see certain people are willing to throw certain fighters under the bus and nail them to the cross, but can't nobody talk about Lord Devin Haney, the Black Jesus, as y'all calling him, as people calling him. It's like, that's why I say I don't slight none of these dudes. I call them the Three Kings for a reason, because that's the respect I got for what they all bring to the sport of boxing. I'm not here to critique every move and decision and blow it out of proportion and make them out to be. That's not boxing a lot of times, man. That's not boxing. That's people personal feelings and emotions getting involved in the assessment of a fighter because you like one more than the other. I like all three of them, and I'm gonna keep saying that. And the way I talk about all three of them, you're gonna be able to tell I rock with all three of them. There's no hate when any of them dudes fight each other. Y'all know I rock with Shakur heavy. When he fight Tank, you think I'm gonna be sitting there watching, rooting for Tank to lose, hoping Tank lose? Shakur fight Devin Haney. You think I'm going to be watching the fight hoping for Devin Haney to lose? I like all three of them. But what I think don't have nothing to do with what's really going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want to be clear. All this imaginary side picking, if you really support boxing and that's what you using your voice to do it, then support boxing. Stop leaning more heavily toward one fighter because you like them more than the other. You get what I'm saying? And I'm starting to hear that bleed over into people's assessments of other fighters, man. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about, how long you watch boxing. When I watch Shakur Stevenson, I see a generational talent. If you don't see that, I don't think we see the same thing, and I'm okay with that. And you watch Devin Haney, I see a gym rat. I see a young dude that really got it mentally all together up top and is moving how a young fighter should. When I see Tank Davis, I see another gifted young fighter that's doing his best to learn the business side of things and get to where he going. Where are we at in boxing to where we tearing down the decisions of certain fighters and bigging up others? That's pretty fucking, that's obvious bias. That's why when I deliver this shit, I rock with all them dudes because I know the skill sets they all bring. I know the talent and the gifts that they bring to the sport. And I'm going to make sure when I talk about them, I don't tear the other one down to lift up the other one. And it's a lot of that going on in it. I don't care what nobody say. Big channel, small channel, I'm never doing that. Not slighting one of the fighters just to make Shakur look like he good. And again, people need to learn how to assess. If I say to y'all, I think Conceição is a better fighter than Kambosos, that's no slight to Devin Haney. That's just what I think about Kambosos as a fighter, not Devin Haney. That fucking mean that if Shakur and Dev fought, that, because I think Conceição is better than Kambosos, do that mean Shakur definitely beat Devin Haney? Fuck no, I ain't thinking that. That's not what I'm saying. I just be wanting people to think and hear and listen a little bit clearly because I don't do that. I see a lot of that going on. I see side picking. That shit is weird. I ain't tearing down none of these fighters. Hold Tank, feet to the fire when it's necessary, but give him credit where it's necessary. Putting his fucking card together, trying to step out of the shadow of a Floyd Mayweather. I never heard nobody make the angle of how hard that might actually be. I ain't never heard nobody talk about that because people are too, short-sighted and just everything got to be one way. Think about how hard it could be to try to step out of this dude's shadow. You never know. You never know what that could come with. It's just, I could have a whole nother conversation on that I ain't never heard not one person that spoke. All these content creators, I heard them spoke about Tank Davis. I ain't never heard them speak that angle. And it don't make my angle more right than theirs, but I don't have the hatred for these fighters that these dudes do. And I ain't super fanned out, so I don't have no emotional attachment to none of these fighters and none of that weird shit neither. So I don't have, the same way I don't have an emotional attachment, I don't have hatred for the fighters. So I'm going to always try to lift boxing up as a whole. And it don't matter. When I pick a fighter, like the Queen Ash said, I'm picking a winner, not a side. And I got to say that because I see a lot of it, man. I see a whole lot of it. My bad, y'all. I went on a little rant for a minute. Robson really beat, and I think so too, Jay. That's the same thing I said, bro. BBG salute, bro. Tank KOs Cambozo. That's a fact. And that's not a slight to Devin Haney. People don't get that. If you say that, they like, well, then it's like, then you got to defend, you know what I mean? And you go in and tear down Tank. I'm not going to tear down Devin Haney neither because he ain't did shit in the sport of boxing that you can tear down. Nothing. He got the guy that had the belts. He said he wanted the belts. He showed us he wanted the belts. He showed us by making the sacrifices. You know what I mean? Taking the chances. And he showed us when he got in the ring that he wanted it. Twice for 24 rounds, he showed us. I had nothing negative to draw from that. What Tank Davis is doing right now, I have nothing negative to draw from that. The man is trying to learn the business. And if you are a person that understands nothing has to be one way, then we can have a conversation. What I'm saying ain't got to be right. And I understand the people that see it the other way because I understand that side of it. But it's like, man, these dudes all doing what they feel like is their version of being great, man. And we shit on them too often to big up the opposite fighter. And it's weak. I'm not doing it no matter what fighter I like. I'm not tearing down one to big up the other one. If I ever do that, call me out on it. Think Haney will outbox Hector and Robson the same or worse. Yeah, me too. No doubt about it. I think he'd beat Hector Garcia. I know he'd beat Hector Garcia up, and I know he'd beat Conceição up. Them dudes can't rock with Devin Haney either. You get what I'm saying? And he'd beat Rolly up too, for that matter. You get what I'm saying? And I think all them dudes, it's nobody on none of their resumes that I think they fought that would beat the other guy, in my honest opinion. None of them. You get what I'm saying? So I rock with all of them. I got them all over. Yeah, facts. Me too, T. Weight classes mean a lot. Haney will probably have his toughest challenge at 140. That's a fair assessment, Jay. I've said the same thing. I think his biggest challenges might be at 140 for him. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on who the rest of the 35 fights are for him at the same time, too. You think all of them beat T.O.? Dev, Shakur, and Tank? Yeah. Yeah, I do. What you think, Brody? I think they all beat T.O. too. I'm unbiased, but I just want to see Tank beat Devin, but I want Devin to fight Shakur so Shakur can show who he really is. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. And that don't mean you don't like one or the other, bro. You want to see it the way you want to see it. Josh, my bro, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? So it's like you get what I'm saying? I just want to be clear on my stance. Like, I don't want to change nobody's opinion. But I really support boxing. Like, I really come up here, y'all, to really try to enjoy it. And I try to deliver the content in a way that's letting y'all know I enjoy boxing, bro. Like, I ain't being superly overly critical, man, because I ain't going to enjoy it. I ain't going to enjoy doing this every day if I'm doing that. That's just for me. So I deliver content a certain way just so I could continue to enjoy the sport. That don't mean I don't call shit out when it need to be called out. But I ain't going as hard as some people going. Some people be going way too hard. And I don't know, man. Some of these dudes be acting like when these fighters done hit they woman or something, man. I don't know what the hell be going on. AB, the bro, what's good with you? TWT, brother, what's good with AB? The professor, the IT, man. Getting it done. What's good with you, bro? But yeah, man. A good card this January 7th, man. DC, Tank put on. I think he about to put on something special for DC. I think it's easy to get behind something like that. The dude trying to make his way. I mean, he did it with several solid names on the card, multiple solid names. I don't see how this could be looked at as a negative. I really don't understand how you draw a negative from this if you really enjoying boxing. Maybe if you mad, I don't know, if you got a personal attachment to another fighter, maybe you could be mad at this. Tank trying to be his own man, and you can't. He, like I said before, he's far from a Floyd, but Floyd ain't had the business side figured out at 28 neither. So I don't expect Tank to. You know what I mean? Especially the fact that he even trying to move out a dude's shadow, so to speak. You know what I mean? When you bring up Floyd, when you bring up Tank, you don't want to say Tank and Mayweather Promotions. He wants you to say GTD Promotions and Tank Davis. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? And there's nothing wrong when it was Mayweather Promotions and Gervonta Tank Davis. There wasn't nothing wrong with that. But now that he's stepping outside of that, you know what I mean? Just think about the challenges that come with that. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's another angle I could go on about. Like, you never know, man. Do they wish the best for him now that he's not with them? Because I ain't hearing nobody talk about him. And I understand business is business. But if the dudes is truly okay with him going on and move and do his own thing, how come ain't nobody talking about this man? I could go on about that. I ain't even gonna do it. I'd be here a whole nother hour, man. So, and it'd be like I'm protecting a man that don't need no protecting. He his own man. He making his own moves. And I think just being optimistic, I think this is gonna work out real well for him. This card, the fighters on this card, I think it's gonna deliver. The location, the fighters that he got on the card, fighting in this location in DC is very smart. Peterson brothers attached to this card. Come on, man. They love them out there. They love Tank. Love Calvin Ford. Like, come on, man. So it's like, who don't want to see Boots Ennis? I know Boots Ennis gonna get love. Rashidi Ellis gonna get love. Boo Boo Andre gonna get love. You get what I'm saying? So this card gonna deliver, man. Size and power could give Tank problems. I feel you, Jay, because nothing is one way, I always say. But for me, I don't really believe T.O. Power at 140. That's why I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him this weekend. I want to see him. I want to see how he look. Like, his pop, he don't look as explosive at 40 as he did at 35. That's just to me. And I just said I attributed that to him having one fight at 140 and still acclimating. So that's why I said I wanted to give him another fight before I really say, like, I don't think his power is there, because he could come back in this fight, be more comfortable, and just look more explosive. You get what I'm saying? That's a possibility. So I feel like the jury is out on T.O. His power to me, like at 140. And the size, the reason why I feel like the size wouldn't be as big a problem, because T.O. is not that much longer than Tank. You get what I'm saying? But he might be a little taller inches, but I feel like fighting Mario Barrios, dudes like that, tall ass guys like that, Tank could be okay. You get what I'm saying? He had Barrios like 5'10" and a half or some shit. And look how he was able to get to him. And I'm not saying Barrios is Teofimo, but I bet you Barrios would get Teofimo a run. I can guarantee you that he'd give him a good fight. That I know. I ain't gonna say it beat him though, but he'd give him a good fight. But yeah, I feel you for sure though. But I think yeah, and I still be wanting, just to be fair to the skill sets of both fighters, I still call it a 50-50 fight, but I'm definitely leaning towards Tank. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I just think Tank got a higher IQ, and I think he do more of what matter, and Teal do a lot of little unnecessary flashy movements in there that don't result into much. Unless you are an inferior talent, then he could look good doing that unnecessary shit. Like he was doing it against Pedro Campa. Go back and look. That unnecessary, like, placement of the hands and the feet, little playing that Teal was doing. He do a lot of that little shit when you in front of inferior talent, but I don't think he'd play like that in there with a Tank Davis. And I think Tank is smarter than T.O. as well. And I still feel like he can do a bit more, man. Like I think he a more complete package than Teofimo to me too. I still feel like that. I'm gonna always go with the IQ. I think Tank is a much smarter fighter than people really give him credit for. But, man, just wrapping up, y'all, man, this is going to be a good card. Like I said, man, I'm looking forward to it. I don't really have much to complain. I ain't telling nobody how to feel. I'm just giving y'all perspective. Yeah, I know that's all I do over here. I give y'all a different take on things. And this could be the start of something good, not just for Tank Davis and GTD Promotions, but for the fighters that's on this card as well. Andre, Boots, Rashidi. Get what I'm saying? The sky is the limit, man. And as long as Demetrius Andrade is on the PBC side of things, I think that's the side where some interesting fights could be made. And I'm looking to see what they got planned for him from the rip. We see him got a fight already. That's a good sign. You know, Boot's gonna have to at least deal with 2 more fights. This fight and 1 more fight after this, I believe, before he get a title shot. I think his next fight could be a Virgil Ortiz or the winner of him is Virgil and Stanionis. I really do, especially if Earl and Bud work it out. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see, man. But that's all I got on this one, y'all. I appreciate the family in the building as always, man. Y'all smash that like button. We just had us a good conversation. Y'all know the slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We here to have a conversation. We just had us a good conversation, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all smash the like. Turn the noties on if y'all ain't got them on. Stay tuned, man. I'll be back later with something else. And with that, we up out of here, man. Peace to the fam.